Yo, how's it going, everybody? Doing a little live stream here today. I just got a new bag in. Just got delivered to my door maybe 30 minutes ago or so. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to start up a live stream and unbox this. I've not been getting as much content out recently as I'd planned, but I got some things shaken up in my life. I'm actually moving, starting a new job. I'll be moving out in like 8 weeks here, so it'll be a little while before I get back to the grind and getting back to the releasing content like I have been. But hey, Gnome, how's it going? Hi, old guy. What's up? Let's see. Before I crack this open, let's take a look. I'm gonna show you guys their website actually. So I just saw this pop up. Somebody tagged me in a Reddit post. Let's see, what do I want? I want right display capture. Yeah, there we go. Come down here. So this is it. Deep9 Design is the name of this company, and they've got this Maxx1 bag. $169.99. They sent this one out to me for free. I think I just paid shipping on this. So full disclosure, they did hook me up, sent one out. I appreciate that. Your name is so hard for me to read. Mirror verification. Holy cow, that's a tough one, man. You went with the Revolution Mini for a summer bag. Awesome. That's a great choice. Hey, poor boy, how's it going? So I really haven't looked into this too much. There's a really cool Reddit post, like I said, and I thought this is a super interesting looking bag. It's got access on the through the back panel, like the Guru YME bag has. That unique access back there. Interested to see how light it is. They say it's 1.5 kilos, so it's pretty light. Millie, yeah, I don't know who's manufacturing these, but yeah, if you saw that thread on Reddit, he was kind of walking through the story of how he was designing them and everything. And I don't know how long they've been up for sale, but yeah, he must have had a big enough bag of them manufactured that he's got them on his website here. So yeah, you can add it to your cart and check out. You're still digging the Fossa Skinny too, old guy? That's awesome. All right, let's see what we got here. I just got a cart just showed up yesterday. I got a R3 from Ridge Roller. I haven't taken it out for a round yet, but loaded it up, and man, I'm so psyched for that thing. Like, I had pretty high expectations for the Ridge Roller, and you know, with the R3 box mod on there as well. But after opening that thing up and checking it out, it exceeded my expectations. It's really nice quality. Little shipping label there. So it looks like I got a towel. Little Deep9 Design logo towel. Seems a lot like the Guru. Yeah, it's hard not to compare it to the Guru with the back access being the same. Or just the fact that it has access through the back. There's just no other bag that does that, so. Verification, no, I did not pre-order a V4. I thought about it. I definitely would like to get my hands on one of those, but I did not pre-order. Hey, stop that. Leave that alone. Come on. This This has got to be way lighter than the Guru. I almost wondered if the 1.5 kilos they've got on their website was correct, because I want to say the Guru weighed a whole lot more than that. And that's going to be a huge difference if that's the case. Let's see if I can get... Where's my weight on the Guru? 2.25 kilos on the Guru. I've got my scale. We'll check this one. I just want to make sure there's not extra packaging or anything jammed in here. Also the top outer spot, also the 2 smaller upper storage and 2 lower. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. Are the feet the same? I'll have to see if I can borrow that Guru again from my buddy. He lent it to me for review. I'll have to see if I can borrow it and get these side by side. Put a couple little guys on there to hold the bag up. Zero it out. $1.52. So even if it looks similar to the Guru. Sorry, that was probably loud in the mic. Sorry for your ears if that anybody had headphones on. It is 0.75 kilos lighter weight. So there's a lot of stuff different than the Guru if it's that much lighter. Now this is kind of a unique buckle on the backpack straps. That's wider webbing than you normally see. I think that's threaded wrong through that buckle. Yeah, I don't understand why that was done like that. That's how that should be threaded. That's what made me think that buckle looked unique immediately, is just because of the way it's threaded through with a loop out there and the strap tucked up the top. That will bite that way, but it's a little bit odd. If something happened that loop pulled through, then you start to lose the whole strap. Ew. I got a tickle in my throat there. Frame in the Guru is kind of bad. Curious how the framer support is in this one. Thanks, DK. And I just had I had my wisdom teeth pulled out yesterday, so my face is all messed up. So there's a firm panel on the bottom. There's a plastic panel in the roof here as a divider. But the walls or the side walls are soft. There's nothing in that side wall. On the upper portion in the back, just from from here up to the top, there's also a stiff panel there. So it has 3 stiff panels in it, a horizontal across the bottom, a horizontal here, and then on the upper half of the back. So you can see it'll kind of crush down. It's gonna need discs in there to hold it up. I'm surprised there's not a stiff panel that goes up into the sides. Am I missing anything? Yeah, I don't feel like any insert point. Well, let's get some discs in here first. I think if anything, that's going to help hold it up. Wonder how deep the side pockets are compared to the Octos. Yeah, I can compare that for you. Well, that's definitely how it's lighter. Yeah, start removing panels. That lightens things up real quick. Wow, this is gonna fit a ton of discs. I have a huge pile of discs there because I was loading up the R3, and it carries a ton. So I was throwing in more stuff than I've been carrying in my bags even. Guess you're gonna need some load-bearing discs. Yeah, exactly, Magnus. So I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 drivers, and then putters and mids, 3, 6, 9, 10. So there's 19 across the main storage. And we're heavy on the mids and putters, so that's a lot. And then, so here's our top putter sleeve. It's got a cinch cord sewn a couple inches off the bottom. So you can do that where it'll totally swallow. I've got 2 putters in there. Of course, they're having to go down at an angle back to this corner to fit. If I stand them straight up and down hitting that divider, then they pop up a little bit. If I go fully cinched down, that's going to hold them up even higher. And then you kind of decide, I mean, they're going to be messing with whatever other stuff you might store in here. But I guess you'd kind of figure that out. Maybe have the discs poke that way, and then, you know, jam a couple towels or something in there on this side. Probably take the flap of that and tuck it under them. We've got these straps up here, a little like load lifter, which as it was shipped, they were fully cinched down, and what that would do is you know, whenever you grab this to lift the bag or have it on your shoulders, you can see it's actually pulling from stitching up here, so it helps balance. That doesn't make it fit better or feel better on your back, which traditionally on a backpacking bag, that's why you add this sort of thing, is to change how it loads on your shoulders. But that only works, changing how it loads on your shoulders, if you have a waist strap that's actually like pinning to your hips correctly. If you have that contact point down on the bottom with a full waist belt, then you can adjust these to get the weight off of the top of the shoulder and actually move it to the front a little bit. As it's, you know, used on a bag like this, I think the only benefit, or the only thing you're getting, is to change where the pull point's from, so it's not being as harsh down here. So I'm guessing that's why they did it, and that you should keep these, like, that's how it works on a pound bag. That's the point of having that type of strap on a pound bag, is to relieve tension from down here. Yo, what's up, C-Up? Checking out the Design 9. You can see it really wants to lay on its face. It's like ready to go over. I don't know if I'm missing something that's causing that. I like the load-bearing straps for keeping the straps out of the mud. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that, Millie, but you're totally right. As you can see, it's helping keep that, you know, the buckle up from, you know, touching my table, so you still get the tails and stuff ready to drop in, but I don't know why it's leaning forward so much. I guess if you put some weight in one of the bottle holders, that kind of counteracts it. You can see to keep with the largest possible side pocket, they've pushed the attachment for the water bottle all the way back there, and it is kind of connected to a single spot there. It's, you know, one side's not sewn here, the other side's here. To hold them open like they are on some bags, that's a single spot, so those will swing around. I know on, like, that's kind of similar profile to what you get on the Upper Parks Rebel bag, is that water bottle, you know, sitting really far forward like that, and that gets into like elbow space when you're putting the bag on, so this might be an elbow knocker, especially with taller bottles. Magnus, the bag falling over is going to keep the straps out of the mud. Yeah, I don't know if I need to just dress this up a little different, or we'll see. It's hard to judge right away until you get them out and start using it. So that water bottle placement, or the bottle holder placement, is definitely a trade-off, right? It is nice to have that much more room down here. This is a lined pocket. I've brought some 12-ounce cans in, of course, so we can do some can testing. There's 3 cans, fit in there nicely. I think you could even do tall ones. You could put 316 ounces in there. See, on the other side here, we'll put in, that's all bug spray, sunblock, stuff like that, and then bag tags, cash, and I got a used pocket radar. I got a new speed gun. This is so much nicer than the big Bushnell I used to have. The Bushnell was too big to bring out, but this guy's so little, I bring it out on like every round now. It's cool to see people's arm speed. And then we've got high pockets on both sides. So this is interesting. We've got 2 layers of webbing here. The outer layer is set up to cinch. So if you were doing a 3-leg stool up through here and then down into this pocket, you could cinch your stool. Or if you were doing like a retriever, you could come in through one of these side spots. They're stitched off separately. Or if you wanted to clip and hang carabiners or something on there. Millie, yeah, I think the backpack straps, the bottom point is sewn in at the same point as the water bottle, the bottle holder. Yeah, it is. So that's like quite a few attachment points right there with that strap. And then you've got a little elastic here. It should fit good for oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a smaller size mini marker. And then in here, I didn't bring my wallet in, but there's my phone. And that's a big phone, so it's a fair size pocket and with double zippers, right? So even if your phone is bigger and poking out a little bit, you can still zip up the sides. That's perfect. I like having the double zippers there. And then it's the same pocket. Oh no, is that bigger? This is bigger. Off your left shoulder, that pocket's bigger. Huh. It's a wider one, so you can see the gap there in fabric and the gap there. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm second. Is it bigger or is it just put in a different spot? So right where this webbing is attached, I've got 1.5 inches to that bead. And the same over here, it's 1 inch. Okay, so my eyes weren't lying to me. It's a 1/2 inch difference. Is that just where it's placed though, I wonder? And on the front, it's 3/4. Oh, to 1/4. No, so it's not a different size pocket. It's just slightly different location. I wonder why that... Is this not a symmetrical shaped pocket? I don't think it's a symmetrical pocket. Look, this corner is slightly higher up, and that's closer to the back. And then it's the same, yeah, it's the same on here. This corner is slightly higher up, but closer to the back. So they're just like, they're mirrored, but they're shifted positions slightly. Millie, that's where your guru failed, where the lower strap connects. Yeah, you're not the only one. That was a huge problem. Evan, yeah, there was a post on this on Reddit just very recently. Backpack straps. We've got sliding sternum strap there. Pretty common design with a little bit of a elastic. You can see that flap from the front, which tucked into the ceiling, has a little Velcro to help hold it up there. Yeah, even fully loaded up, this thing really wants to lean forward. It's not ready to tip. Actually, because of the cans that I have in this pocket, that's what's hitting. That front quarter of the can is hitting, so the bag is sitting there, but now it's not in the risk of just like of falling over. So that might be the trick, is figuring out what how to load up that side pocket, at least one of them, to help stabilize the bag. I wonder if discs fit in there. Yeah. There's 2 fairways, 2 drivers. And they achieved that goal also. They stop it from trying to roll. Ongo, thanks for the $5. Ace story now? Oh man, you want me to tell a story about an ace? I haven't got an ace in so long. I'm not a big I used to try to joke that I'm too good to get aces because I'm accurate enough that I'm trying to get birdies all the time, right? And that's a completely different throw than an ace run. The reality is that I just don't hit the basket that often. But one of the most memorable ones to me was, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, that's not even an ace. It's a second shot." It was a second shot off a tee pad, but I make up my own rules. If it goes in the basket, I like to call it an ace. I was playing Shady Oaks in Orangeville, California, on hole 7, and it's a little blind backhand hyzer, and I don't remember what my first shot did, but it wasn't great. And for my second shot, I threw a glow. Has the Shady Oak stamp on there from one of their from their St. Patrick's Classic, famous tournament, and it's a glow Starfire, and I threw it backhand and couldn't see where it went around the corner, and found my first drive, picked it up, and then started walking to look for my second disc, and I probably searched for it for, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes. Couldn't figure out where that thing had skipped to. Did it roll away? And then finally it caught my eye, and it was just sitting in the bottom of the cage. It was so hilarious. I had no idea it was a good enough shot to have a chance at going in, but that's where I found my lost disc, was in the basket. So I wonder about loading this up with discs. Should kind of stop you from using that top putter sleeve then. But you could then just stack your putters on top, right? I guess it's not like perfect for that, because this kind of does taper a little bit at the top, so that kind of would make it hard to get your top disc out. This is kind of loading it up, same style as the Ridge, right? I got another ace story for you, Ongo. The most recent ace I witnessed. I just met a couple buddies out at our local course, Creekside, and one of my buddies runs this local league. It's called Tinker Tags. It costs no money to participate. All you got to do if you want in is to craft a tag yourself, handmade. So everybody brings handmade tags, and then we exchange them around. And a buddy, Zach, who runs the whole thing, made this really sweet trophy. If anybody aces, they get their name etched in a little metal plaque and stuck on the trophy. And it's been, like, of course, COVID, we didn't play last year, but it had been quite a long time since the trophy had moved anyways. And so I meet them, 2 buddies out there, first hole, and one of them throws in on a first shot of the day, no warm-up even. It was a 400-foot backhand ace on a skip. It was amazing. It's an awesome idea for a league, Magnus. If you got questions about it or want to know more, look, or if you're on Facebook, look up Tinker Tags on Facebook. You'll find the page. It's a pretty small crew here in Utah, but if you want to see pictures of the tags made and stuff, there's some local craftsmen that are making some really cool stuff. Oh, Brandon coming in with the ace story. A month ago, I gave Doth Savick a mantra to try. He aced with it. Then again in practice. He's a killer. Second time I've lost a disc to him in that way. Yeah, Brandon has hooked me up a couple times when handing me discs and then watching me throw them in. I forgot about that. I've still been trying to ace with that mantra again. So disc capacity on this bag is huge. That was 19 in the main compartment. 4 drivers over here, so 23. We could do 4 on the other side to 27. And then how many did I just have up top? 5. So that you can, if you're going full, disc capacity on this and losing some of your storage otherwise, you can push 30 discs in this thing. I think, the part that's getting me the most or confusing me is how much it wants to lean forward. You can see right there that that front edge is beveled up like that even. I think that's how the panel is actually sewn, or how the panel's cut. This main side panel is actually cut to curve up like that. So that's the funkiest thing I see so far. I'm not sure what I'd recommend for a change to counteract that some. I think that foot maybe could be moved forward and made taller. That might kind of do it. But we'll see. It's always so much difference when I actually get out on the course and start picking it up and setting it down. How's it going, Bully Blood? In time for a live show. Yep, you got it. Just have them give you the same disc again? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Magnus. Is the main compartment big enough that it's easy to pull discs out of? Definitely when I was going through the back here and adding those last couple discs, I was really fighting. I was, way over on the side and was having issues getting it to clear. You can see it's pushing on the zipper there pretty good. From the center, that's smooth as can be. That happens on just a whole lot of bags. You get a little tighter over on the sides there. So you almost have to kind of start angling stuff to get it out. Ooh, I wonder if I take this back flap and tuck it under all of the discs, if that'll make the bag sit different. First thought, that kind of makes me think it'd actually make it tip forward more, but maybe not. As far as pulling discs out of the main compartment, it's opposite, right? We've got high corners here, and then it's down in here that, if anything, would be messing with us. So it's kind of the same thing. You got to angle over towards the middle, or they're going to be pinching some. See, I'll take a few of these out and fold this back flap across the bottom here. Oh, it makes the discs want to roll forward. I got super excited when I got the notification of a Doth Sabic video. My wife said, "Does this mean you're buying another bag?" Nice. Good to see you wrecked to death. The jury's out, right? It's too early to say whether it means you're going to buy another bag. So we got padding in the backpack straps is very minimal. That's as thin as I've probably ever seen on backpack straps. That's aid into how lightweight the bag is as well. And then we got two pieces of thicker, very soft. This is very soft foam here, not particularly dense. No closed cell. That's straight open cell, squishy foam there. I bet it carries pretty comfortably. Don't think I'll be buying this one. I've got another one or two showing up soon, Magnus. So even though it may take me a while to like fully review these and get the videos out with my move and everything, I will be doing live streams for each of these to at least, you know, give them the initial rundown. What bag do you use when you go out and play? Wonder Cats, the last two bags that I've used, last three bags that I've used are the Revolution Mini Deluxe, the Revolution Carolina, and Pound Octo Haul. Those three are hard to beat, man. They're just of the absolute highest quality. Comfort is great on all of them. And those three in a row set next to each other all fill very different roles. Those are three of my favorites. I have so many bags to choose from. I'm definitely spoiled. A lot of times I'm testing, and then every once in a while I like to throw discs back in one of my favorites. So those are three of the favorites, all-time favorites. Couple D-rings on the backpack straps. Haul loop is stitched in at the same point up top as where that upper connector for the backpack strap goes. You get a little more, almost like feels more center than a lot of haul loops. When you pick it up, I feel like the bottom of the bag shifts this way, you know. But when I pick up from that haul loop, it picks the bag up pretty straight. Magnus, no pencil pockets. I don't think so. If I was gonna see pencil pockets, I'd wonder if they wouldn't be like interior here, or added onto the side here somewhere. So if you're doing pencil, Sharpie, that kind of stuff, you're probably dropping those things right into one of these side pockets here, one of the upper side pockets. I think that's it, guys. I got the full runaround on this unit. A real thick pencil and use the spot for the umbrella. Yeah, just a massive like gimmick pencil. That would be funny to have some huge oversized pencil, and then you go play a tournament round or something, and whoever has to score keep asks for a pencil, and you're like, oh hey, I got you. Hand them this giant. They probably would not be amused, but it would at least tell you something about the people you're playing with, right? So So you got the 4 small feet on the bottom. A little bit of more waterproof or resistant material there. The bottom of the beverage holders have the grommet. I think these are going to swallow up a can completely. Yeah, the can can almost, tip a little sideways in there. A big koozie on a 12-ounce can would take care of that just perfect. A fold-out scorecard the size of a map. Yeah, those two would go great together, Magnus. What's up, Elias? How's it going? Hey, Luke. What's up? So this center divider is Velcroed in here. Looks like you could take that out. I'm not sure that you'd want to. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, you totally could. You could turn this into pulling the rabbit out of the hat, right? Oh, it's actually sewn at the back. That makes sense. It just, the Velcro on the 3 sides makes it easy to assemble, but they're actually sewing it in on the back, so it wouldn't come out all the way. But dude, you could totally, like, nobody would be able to tell what you were throwing. You're just like reach in there and pull out your magic disc. I'll have to finish watching later, going to play 18. Yeah, get a quick round in there, bully. I'm probably not gonna stay on here much longer anyways. I kind of like this. This is one of my favorite things that I've realized about bag design is having access to more discs up high. There's a few bags that do that really well. I really like how the Fossa Skinny lets you stack a lot of discs up high. Of course, Upper Parks bags do that. I think my favorite is maybe the Ridge. Lets you get a big stack of discs up there. At first, when I put them in there, I thought it would kill your use of the putter pocket, but those putters kind of sit on the same angle anyways. Elias has been loving the Fossa Skinny too as well. It's a really good bag. Mini Hulk. Yeah, I have. I've used a few Zuka carts in the past, including their normal backpack cart, but it has been years since I've had that one. Zuka, or DD, just sent me over their LG backpack cart, the big one, and I've been testing it quite a bit. I've been putting a lot of different bags in the big backpack cart. Might collect a lot of rain. Yeah, you could flip them around. I don't think it matters probably if those are... It makes it a little easier to pull them out if you've got that lip, is kind of what I was thinking, but... That's why I went with the MVP, because I have access to like 8 discs. I've yet to get my hands on a Voyager Lite. I've got an old school Voyager up there that I've still not really messed with, but you're totally right. There's room for a ton of discs. I finally took that Voyager off the wall and loaded it up a couple weeks ago, just because I kept hearing people talk about them, and still I don't really want to use this older one and load it up and review it. It's like not available anymore, so kind of kills the point of reviewing it. But if I do finally, get some new ones in, I think it'd be cool to test them both at the same time, and then I could talk about the differences between the old style and the new. But yeah, absolutely. I was surprised how many discs fit up there in the Voyager. I got to keep that one in mind when I'm talking about discs that have a whole bunch of storage up on top. Yeah, Minnie, I do intend to do a full review on the LG bag cart. I just don't know when. Kind of pushed everything off for a while here. I've been working on I've been having someone develop a website for me. It's been going on for a little while, and one of the goals with that website is to get like I've done it with the MVP rover, I've done it with the DDLG cart, and then I've now got the ridge roller in as well. I'd like to acquire every cart that is designed to hold bags and then go through and photograph them with every bag that I have, and then also bags from other people from multiple angles, and then put up just one stop. If people are curious okay, I have this bag, I'm thinking about getting a cart, I want to see what this bag would look like in different carts. Are all the pockets still accessible? And put all that up on a website. I've already got pictures on it for some of that, but again, that's kind of taking a back seat. I was cranking a bunch of stuff out, but that might be this fall or next year, possibly even, before I put that live and start sharing the link for that website. But love my XL cart, holds the AX4 or small DD bag nicely. Just depends how much weight I want to drag. Lose a few discs, but gear storage is very noticeable. Yep. Different bags, you lose different amounts of, which pockets you can access, which pockets are getting, squished by the cart. Are the drink holders rubbing on the wheels? Do I need fenders on it for this bag? All those sorts of things. Trace, I appreciate the detailed breakdowns you do. I'm able to learn and absorb the information efficiently when you show the steps you took. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for the kind words. I really like that little extra space, or how that looks at least, Chris, under the platform there. The R3 that I've just got in it has a space under there and comes with a pretty unique pouch that they've got slid in there. Yeah, I hope it'll be awesome, Nicholas. I've got ideas for it well beyond what I just talked about with cart pictures. That's just one part of the website. Hey, email. Finally catching you live. Awesome. What do you think is the next step in disc bags? Oh, that's hard to say. I really like just seeing people come out with different designs. Yeah, Elijah, there will be a review on both Ridge Roller and with the R3 box on there. QOGIR disc golf bag. Koger? How do I pronounce that? Appreciate. I think you hit enter there before you finish typing your full thought. I think one thing that's really missing, email, from the disc golf lineup is I'm going to say smaller size. Like, I see people ask me 10 to 14 disc, what's the best bag made? And I'm like, I don't know. There's, and usually the word backpack is attached with that. If people are looking for 10 to 14 discs, easy. That's a Revolution Mini. But so many people are stuck in that backpack mindset. Hey, I want a backpack bag. But if you have, this has got 20 discs across the bottom. So if you're doing 10 discs across the bottom, it's hard to, for one, have like a stable platform, I think, for a disc golf bag. But I would love to see more bags in that size. And we're kind of talking about like one of the best that was out there would be the Grip. What was it? Grip CS? Is that when they did the C series with the full size side pockets? Like that one hit the nail on the head. There are so few quality bags in that size. But then Grip decided to kill that one. I'm not sure. Really, because they wanted to sell more B series, I think is the answer for why they ripped the storage off of the CS. Favorite bag of this year so far? I think that would be the Revolution Carolina or the Mini Deluxe. Those two Revolution bags have really impressed me. I can't get over those. They're awesome. I've been recommending them to so many people. I think it's perfect. With I don't mind their price on there at all. I think that price on those two bags will scare away a lot of people. But I am all for it, a higher quality. Do it well. Are you interested to test my bag? I'd be happy to talk to you about that. I don't know. How can I find out more information about your bag? I like trying all sorts of different bags, so I almost want to just say yes, but I'd be happy to chat with you about it. You can find me. I don't know if I can let you. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Let me see if I can allow you. I'm not sure how to allow you to post a link. If you're on Instagram or Facebook or Reddit, on all those places I have the same name, and you can look me up there and send me a direct message and we can get it sorted. Also, email, dothsavic@gmail. You can send me an email and we can get that talk about it as well. You're welcome to try to post a link here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to time you out if you do. I think there's for sure room for more mid-size or small size, whatever, that 10 to 14 disc range. That's what I think. People were excited that Pound was going to fill that role when they were talking about their new smaller bag, which is going to be the Carlton. And the Carlton ended up just being another extra large size bag. So I know, Pound has gone back to the drawing board on that, and I believe the name they're using for their next bag is the Rufus. And again, that's supposed to be a smaller one, but we'll see. Yeah, that's a good question, Luke. Koger, what is the... I'm guessing that's probably the name of the company, the QOGIR. I'll Google it, see if I can find something. But actually, that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Your main bag is a BP1V3, but in the warm summer, I'd love a smaller bag. Doesn't really seem like they exist anymore. It's either a backpack or a strap bag. Oh, Luke, you found it by Googling that? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, especially if, you're looking for a smaller bag for the summer, I think that's even a better reason to go with a quad strap style bag, like tournament style, whatever you want to call them, like the Revolution Mini Deluxe. It's really nice to not have a bag on your back. Like that helps cool you down a whole lot. If you're getting sweating through your shirt, to have a bag hanging lower and the straps are all open, it really Helps any extra breeze cool you off because you don't have a bag covering your entire back. How was watching the World's players deal with the elevation? I thought it was cool to listen to the adaptations. Yeah, Elias, especially during some of the practice rounds, you got to hear that. Oh, it was subtle, right? But there's so many times during those practice rounds where somebody would, one of the mic'd up pros would throw their shot and they're like, flip, 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 flip. But, they would just yell at their disc, expecting that it had that little extra glide. I thought it was super impressive how quickly they did adapt and just started, pulling out different discs. Like, I think Calvin started ripping T-Bird 3s, and I'm not sure I've seen him throw those in the last season or so. He's always leaned on Eagles, and I think he just went to T-Bird 3s instead of Eagles probably just for that reason, for the elevation. Nicholas, do you think MVP will blow up because 2 aces were hit by their players and obviously the holy shot? I think MVP was already blowing up. There was so much hype just from James moving over to them. I think this will help for sure. I mean, I shamelessly bought like 5 envies right after right after that went down, like the night of the final round. I jumped right on that bandwagon. I mean, I was already throwing envies, but I think that if anybody was poised to like support James really well and take full advantage of making some sweet custom stamps for him and everything, I think MVP is the perfect company for that. I'm really glad that James is not at Innova anymore. I mean, look what Innova did for when Barsby won Worlds. It was, that's kind of like, yeah, all right. It did not do a whole lot for him, and I think MVP is just going to go insane to help support James and do a bunch of Tour Series discs, and there's going to be some awesome stamps, I'm sure. I'm super happy for James. Omega Slice, yes, this is the bag that was posted on Reddit a week or so ago. Somebody tagged me in that post, and I jumped in and said, hey, this looks awesome, and then he responded, and we chatted for a bit, and they sent one right out to me. It was awesome. I'm super grateful. Poor boy, I just got my hands on an infinite disc holster. Oh, nice. I'm not sure exactly what that looks like, but just because it's the word holster, I'm sure it's small. Email, yeah, Drew Gibson is using a Revolution Carolina team bag. That's one I've mentioned a couple times during this stream. I love that bag. You can find them. Revolution's now owned by Gotta Go, Gotta Throw. You can go right to their website to look at those bags. That's or I believe those Revolution bags are now for sale from Infinite as well. Chris, I like the tournament style or open top with putt pouch on front, but being a bigger guy, the quad strap is kind of a pain to get on and off. Single strap isn't comfy. Yeah, I hear you on that, Chris. I have the same, like the padded straps are really nice for the Revolution, and I just have one of them, so I swap it back and forth. I put it on the Carolina. If I'm going to take out the Mini, I put it on that, and I have to adjust it differently for each of those bags. It is a little weird to get it right so that it's comfortable for me. I got no idea when MVP's website will open up again. Elijah, it's gonna be a while. I don't know. Infinite Slinger's a nice summer bag. Just needs a better bottom so it stands up. Yeah, that's the one that looks like a little hydration pouch, I think, isn't it, Chris? Lo Windholm. Hey, Doth. Hey, how's it going, Lo? I bet he's getting a stamp tour envy. Yep, I agree, Nicholas. I think we'll see that for sure. Love your reviews. Which bag do you prefer between the AX4 and the Upper Park Rebel? I prefer the AX4. I'm kind of sour on the Rebel, honestly, Lo, and I feel like I'm in the minority. Everybody else that I know that has one and people that talk about them, they just love that bag, and there's a few things about it that bug me. I would go AX4 hands down personally. Luke, MVP's not ever been that much of like a retail site. I think the only stuff that they put on there is some like special edition and tour series and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, MVP lets just sends discs out there to their dealers. Yo, what's up, Zach? We were talking about tanker tags earlier. I gave a little we were talking about aces, so I mentioned tanker tags and the ace trophy, and watching Jaron hit that ace out at Creekside the other day. I don't know when AX4s will be back in stock, Ryan. I know you're not the only one looking for them, though. Most of that stuff, I'm like, okay, it's maybe a year or two before we really start to see normal stock again from a lot of these disc golf companies. I don't know what stuff James needs. I feel like as James takes more time to throw MVP and Axiom and even probably trying some Streamline stuff, he's going to realize that there's a couple holes in his lineup where none of the discs just seem perfect, and he'll be interested in filling those holes. But MVP already, between those three companies, they have such a solid lineup. I'm not sure that James will need to, make any discs. But like the Nomad, for example, that's the first one, right? His putter. Man, I've been absolutely loving my Ricky Ridge backpack. Thanks so much for the review video. Awesome, Warness. I've talked about that one a couple times today. I really like that bag. That's my favorite bag to put in the DDLG cart that I was talking about earlier. It's just a perfect fit in that cart, and I love it. I have lots of MVP with Skullboy stamps, almost too awesome to throw. Yep, Skullboy does some good work. Got an X2 coming a few months ago, was lucky and got a Ledgestone Players pack spot. Oh, nice, Chris. Awesome, Zach. Get the trophy from Rudy tomorrow. Still gotta try my best to get an ace before I leave town. It'd be nice to get my name on that thing. What are your thoughts on summer accessories? I personally use sweatbands on my wrists and resin bags. From Florida and just moved to Texas. It depends on where you're at in Texas for how much humidity there is. I've gotten used to playing in really dry climates, and I just don't have to worry about that a whole lot, honestly. It is so arid here. It's not a big issue, but I do like using whale sacks. That's my favorite, like rosin type bag. Well, I do own an AX4. Was a bit impressed by the Rebel, though, and my friend got one. Honestly, the most impressive feature for me with the AX4 is the umbrella/stool holder. The style of that holder on the newest version of the AX4 is very unique. I'm guessing that's what you've got, Lo, the full dedicated sleeve with the little cinch thing on top. No, I don't think anybody else is doing that. That's like, it is the best way to have an umbrella or even just like a little retriever in there. There are others that have, you can unzip the main pocket, like on a Pound, for example, and then there's two little elastic straps, and you can fish down a piece through there. On the older Pound Octos, there was a full runner sleeve, and that made it easier to insert an umbrella or a retriever. But they pulled that out, and they just do like two little elastic straps now. Luke, I threw a Cosmic Neutron Streamline, hit a tree. It had a polish layer that shattered. No way. Almost like there was maybe two different colors of plastics or two different blends of plastic, and they hadn't bonded very well, and so the top layer popped and shattered off. That's crazy. I've not seen anything like that on Streamline. What cart is good to hold a Dynamic Disc Commander backpack? I was looking at the Zuka LG and Ridge Roller. Oh, I just killed my camera battery. Oh man, where is my... Let me fish for a backup battery real quick. Sorry, guys. Found it. Sorry about that. I didn't plan on being live this long. I hadn't even checked the battery on there. Elijah, the first thing would depend on which cart is the best for that commander bag is whether you want a seat or not. If you're not worried about a seat, then I'd really like the MVP Rover, the Ridge Roller, or I don't know all of Zuka's names. I really like the look of the Zuka one that has the shelf underneath, and then you can set a bag on top. $25 nutsack style bag. Oh, thanks, Luke. I'll check it out and get a hold of them. You're in Waco. Get to play the Brazos East. So you are totally in humid. The land of high humidity. It's more growing in the summer. Oh, I bet it is. Yeah, it shattered, had soft plastic under it. That's so weird, Luke. That can't be super common with the Streamline. Book cheats. I stayed at home. I was not interested in getting in a big crowd and, you know, going through the social part of Worlds. I'm not the most social person, to be honest with you. I don't like huge social gatherings. I was very happy to sit at home and watch it live. Elijah, probably not soon. If I'm being honest with you, I'm moving in 8 weeks here, and that's kind of thrown everything up in the air. It's going to take me a while to get settled in my new place with my new job, figure out how to get my next studio set up, and I now have a queue of stuff I already have and that is being shipped currently that I'll need to review and work through. I totally am interested in reviewing the Voyager, but it may be a year from now or something. I'm super psyched that Discmania is making their own discs. I can't wait to get my hands on some more of their plastic. I felt up the Proto P2s, and they feel great. I think that plastic feels awesome. So I'd like to see their more durable plastics. Book cheats, yeah. There's many of us. You just don't hear. People don't hear about us, right? Because we're sitting at home. Ryan, I'm moving to Illinois. Bloomington Normal. I'll be a short drive away from Eureka and Northwoods. I'll be near some very good courses. I've not heard anything about Calvin leaving Innova, but I would be happy for him. I feel like Innova's just not making a whole lot of moves right now, so There's all memes, people leaving Innova and winning world titles, right? So maybe that's what Calvin needs to do. I'm guessing the first time we feel the sea lions will be when they release the MD3s. I have no idea. I've not heard anything about P2s coming out in nice plastic. Well, the Sea Line MD3s, I think. So there's UC did an AMA on Reddit earlier today, and he saw somebody asked him about MD3s, and he said October, I think. I forget. You can go back and look if you want to track down that AMA on Reddit. Calvin to Discmania, that would be sweet. Calvin to Deep 9 design, that could happen, maybe. Do you have a favorite pro? Not really. I root for a lot of different players. September? Oh, okay. Sea Line MD3s in September. So, yeah, not too far away. I can't wait to see some sought-after disc release and not sell out immediately. It's like everything is just selling out immediately. It's frustrating. I can't wait until these companies get their production figured out and ramped up enough. Miles, I love the Combat Ranger. I sold the one I had, and I've regretted it since I let that thing go. I mean, I've got too many bags to, use them all and really enjoy them all, but I think the Combat Ranger is an undervalued bag. It's awesome. I think it is way above the Commander. Everything about it, the quality of the workmanship on there, the feel of the fabrics, how comfortable it is on your back, the amount of stuff it can carry, it just checks all the boxes. It is absolutely worth the price increase over the Commander, in my opinion. Oh, Ryan, you're right. Yeah, they did have a ton of those, didn't they? I've got a couple, actually. I haven't thrown them yet. I threw one of my buddies, but I haven't got a chance to throw the two that I got here. A little blueberry and a pink one. That light really washed them out, but yeah. They feel really good. Just not crazy sought after. Yeah, the older Royal Rage 2 were amazing. They're just, or not 2, but the older Royal Rages. I really like how flat these are. That's the biggest change. Is not like totally to my liking. Is how the instincts are quite a bit more domey than these FD2s, but not really fair to complain them just because it's in the same stamp series. It's a totally different mold, but you like the higher putter placement of the Commander. Yeah, Millie, yep, I agree with you. Those are those are all of the best attributes of a Commander, I'd say, when comparing to the Ranger. All right, guys, I'm gonna check out. I gotta drink some more water. I probably shouldn't be talking a ton. I'm supposed to be icing my face and trying to take it easy to recover from having my wisdom teeth pulled out. So appreciate you all for jumping in here. 30 viewers. That's just awesome. What time do you think Calvin would go to? I doubt Prodigy. I could see him going MVP, Discraft or Discmania. Thanks, everybody. Hopefully, I'll be back up. I'll have another stream, do another stream before the end of the week here. Checking out another bag. So, appreciate y'all. Have a good evening.